Well, good morning. It's Friday the 17th, and we have gathered for our morning devotion, again using Brian McLaren, Seeking Aliveness. And today's devotion is called Engaging Our Interpretive Imagination. The Elijah story addresses an urgent question. What happens when a great leader dies? Typically, a blaze of glory surrounds the hero's departure, symbolized by the fiery chariot and the horses in the story. After the leader is gone, the actual life and message of the leader are forgotten, obscured by the blaze of fame and glory. People become fans of the leader's reputation, but not followers of his example. That's why the old mentor Elijah put his young apprentice Elisha through many trials and warned him about the spectacle surrounding his departure. The fireworks was not the point. Elijah's example, they are a distraction, a temptation to overcome. If the apprentice resists that distraction and remains resolute, focused on the mentor himself, a double portion of the mentor's spirit will rest on him. We see something very similar in the story of Jesus' departure. Will his followers look up to the sky and speculate about this departed leader with their heads in the clouds? Will they be fans instead of followers? Will they get down to work and stay focused on the living and sharing Jesus' down-to-earth way of life, empowered with the Spirit? Like young Elisha, interpreters today must remember that it's easy to miss the point of the ancient stories. Those stories didn't merely aim, like a modern textbook, to pass on factual information. They sought people's formation by engaging their interpretive imagination. I don't know if that made a whole lot of sense to us. I mean, it was even difficult as I read that before I recorded this. Engaging our interpretive imagination. So what he's saying, and he uses the example of Elijah's leadership when he passed away, when he moved on. And he's saying those stories of the fire and the horses may have been, something that we're always going to remember about Elisha or Elijah. And we're going to remember that departure. But in that departure, remember the things that he did in the past. It helps us remind us. It's a mind cue to remember what he did in the past. But he also took and mentored Elisha and put him or her through trials to do his work. And so the great leader passed, and his information and his knowledge and his training and everything he had learned went on to this mentor who continued the stories of Elijah, now of Elisha. See, when a great leader passes, hopefully it doesn't end what has taken place. It's just passed on to somebody else and it's continued. The hard thing for us, particularly in the United Methodist Church, we have an itinerant system where we change pastors, is that when a new pastor comes in, sometimes, generally not right away, there's a few changes that take place. But what he is saying is, we should let these things ride out for a little while. Begin your ministry. Do your things that you have always done in light of what has happened in the past. That's the idea of engaging our interpretive imagination. We allow the things of the past to influence what we've done in the future. But we don't forget what was done in the past. We use them as tools to move forward, to gain new ground, to gain new momentum in God's kingdom here on earth. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. It makes sense in my mind, but you know how that thing goes. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.